So here we have a bunch of Borg debris intermixed with a bunch of Federation ship debris. And I believe at several places in here you can find a ship that was intended to be in Star Trek Online, but for whatever reason was not allowed. And there's a lot of Constitution class wrecks here too, for some reason. Okay, this is supposed to be perhaps a Excalibur with like a Vesper. It's supposed to be an Excalibur with like Vesper components and such. Apparently there were a lot of 25th century starships at Wolf 359. But you can recognize a few of them. You can recognize some of the wrecks. I'm pretty sure it's also commonly seen drifting in space encounters, and it was originally, I believe, supposed to be the Excalibur class. It was supposed to be the class the Enterprise F was gonna be, which makes the contest to design the Enterprise F kind of stupid, because Perpetual, in my opinion, Perpetual already had a pretty good design for it, and they do have all of Perpetual's assets, so I don't know why they're not using that design, because it is a really cool looking ship. It's the one that I was hoping to fly around in Star Trek Online, and it's used in all kinds of promotional art and such, so it's a sore spot that's not in the game anywhere, except for as, like, background scenery. I don't know why they haven't put it in the game. I don't know what they're waiting for, but if it ends up in the C-store, I'll be pissed. I'll be really pissed. So, but yeah, there's the monument. You can hear the comm chatter a little bit in the background. That used to be a lot more prominent in the open beta, at least. It was a lot louder and a lot clearer. You could actually hear it as comm traffic, and not as sort of like this buzz in the background. But yeah. And there's Borg debris here for some reason also. Fuck knows what that's about, because they didn't do shit to the Borg. I remember that much. They just got curb stomped. But yeah, that's the story behind this place. Let's get the hell out of here. Wow, I'm still feeling really let down from that Klingon mission. I'm still feeling really let down. Oh, you're a captain. I outrank you, so ha. You are flying in a galaxy, though. You are flying a vanilla galaxy. Good for you, sir. Or ma'am. Are you a sir or a ma'am? You are a ma'am, which proves nothing. That proves nothing. That means nothing in this game. Let's see. Sol system. Ooh, I think this is cool. Let's see. Yeah. I think that's really cool. Anyways, so that's that for that. That's that for the community authored stuff. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna do like a third. I'm not gonna go questing for a real huge low rank mission or low rating mission. I keep saying rank for some reason. What the fuck does that even mean? Low rank, low rating mission, low rated. I'm not going to go crusading for a low-rated mission. Yes. I believe that's what I've been trying to say. I don't know anymore. I'm suffering from caffeine withdrawal so bad I can't think anymore. Not because of my diet. Dust. Not because of my diet either. There's no coffee. Oh... Oh god, I haven't had a cup of coffee all day. I could climb up the fucking walls right now. Alright. So, that's that for that shit. Next time, I'm going to be, when we resume, I'm going to be doing some dailies. Gonna render this off, though. Because, there are dailies that may take far longer than this. Not many of them, though. There's a number of them, but, So, I'm going to stop recording, render this off, and I will be right back. Welcome back to Star Trek Online. We are currently in Deep Space K7 after taking care of a couple things. Actually, there is one thing I wanted to take care of here, so if you'll bear with me for a second. Probably should have remembered to do this before. Now, I recorded all the dailies previously, but I was, those of you who've been reading the blog know that I have been making some significant alterations to my diet, and that includes far less caffeine than I normally intake. Far less right now, meaning none. So I was knee-deep in caffeine withdrawal last time I recorded, and I was very unhappy with the result. So there we go. That was bugging me. It was a little thing, but it was fucking bugging me. I was fairly unhappy with the result. So I decided that I wanted to go back and re-record the various dailies, and I couldn't do it all day because apparently they were doing training or something. They were conducting training overhead, so there was like supersonic aircraft. There's a base relatively nearby, so they were conducting all kinds of training. And where the fuck am I going, anyways? Oh, let's get out of here. They were conducting training, and so there was supersonic aircraft passing over all fucking day. So I couldn't very well record with, jets breaking the sound barrier over my head constantly. So I've had to wait until later on. Hopefully it'll be a bit better now, because I won't be as rushed, because they were shutting down the servers last time I was recording to perform maintenance. So I was trying to get it in there. I was trying to hurry things along, and I was suffering from caffeine withdrawal, something fierce. And it just, I didn't like the result. Didn't like it at all. So we are going to be doing the dailies. And there are 4 dailies. 3 in Eta Eridani, 3 of which are set in Eta Eridani, 1 of which is a really slow, painful, tedious mission. But first off, we are going to find a freighter. There it is. The Shamar. This is the first of them, and this is basically an escort mission, but it's not as bad as some of the others. It's for certain not as bad as the Trayless escort mission. Ugh. No, I don't care about the space arena. Go away. Hail the Shamar. Please help us. Alright. Our crew is incapacitated, and there's word of increased throughway activity in the area. The Shamar, a freighter, is drifting defenseless through the neutral zone. She has requested protection from the increased throughway activity in the area from any available ships. Okay, so it gives you 1 emblem. There's only really 1 mission. There's only 1 mission in this entire place. In this entire sector. The hell? 2. There we go. There's only 1 mission in the whole freaking sector that is even worthwhile. This is not it. Still a fun mission, though. It's alright. Fly to the Shamar's aid. Yes, we will assist you. You have to click through 3 times just to get into the mission. Kinda bugs me, but not as much as it was bugging me yesterday. Like, I'm not kidding. I was really, really going through caffeine withdrawal yesterday. I was railing at everything. It was like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. What the hell? And, like all kinds of fucking shit is, oh my god. Ugh, okay. Captain, detecting a distress signal dead ahead. The freighter is at minimal power, and its weapons and propulsion systems are offline. Short-range communications only. It looks like they dropped a distress beacon to boost the range of their call for help. Do you want to open a channel? Sure. Hail them. Thank the gods you've arrived. Most of my crew have been disabled by a virulent virus. I was trying to get the ship to a medical station, but with more and more people being affected by this damn disease, it's been tough going. Do you have any medical supplies? My sickbay is down to bandages and analgesics. Yeah, we got some medical supplies on board. Surprise. If you have any medical supplies you can spare, then perhaps we could stabilize the worst of the patients until we get to a starbase or medical station. My medic can't find the cause of this contagion, and I've lost 3 crew members so far. I don't know whether the strange light flashes we've seen are related, but it's getting so bad over here that I don't know if we'll make it without help. I only have 1 engineer healthy enough to be on his feet, and he's got his hands full trying to keep our engines back online. Or get our engines back. No, I had it right the first time. That's another thing I kept doing. Kept tripping over my words. I was really in a bad way yesterday. I'll be in medical supplies over immediately. Thank you so much for your generosity. My medic reports that 6 crew members will be ready for duty soon, and will be on our way in less than an hour. Oh shit! The True A. This looks like a job for the saucer separation ability, which I've been using constantly because it's awesome. And I'll deploy some fighters too. Now, in this mission, as with all escort missions, you really want to keep pace with this guy because the moment the enemies show up, he starts flying off. So, you don't want to be too far away from this guy, because after you finish off this Gaylor, a bunch of Jem'Hadar ships will jump in and gank him if you're not there to provide firing support, so stuff to bear in mind. If he drops items, you can just fly in, you can just leave them for later and come in close after he's dead. You're gonna die on that guy, aren't you? No, you're not. Get over here. And my Scorpion fighter is going to fly in and die. No, he didn't. Amazing. Usually they just fly close to the explosion for some reason and die. Go down! Thank you. Oh, I'm losing my Scorpion fighters. That's one screwed Hideki class. I don't remember seeing the Hidekis very much. I know they were in DS9 a lot. Well, relatively a lot. You only saw them in like 2 or 3 episodes. But in the episodes they showed up, they tended to be everywhere. They're basically the cannon fodder of the not the Klingons, the Cardassians. Now, I'm getting a little bit further away than I'd like to be, so I'm gonna... That's good. Love this ability. Shamar's hailing us on screen. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance, Waglinde. My engineer reports that warp engines are online. We are ready to leave the system, and I'm setting a course for the closest medical station. You've saved our lives. Thank you. No problem. It's my job. Man, I thought all 3 Scorpion fighters were dead. He's almost dead. He's okay. He's almost dead. Damn, 2 of them are really close. Having fighter cover, like, just being able to have fighter cover in an exploration cruiser really makes a difference. I cannot say enough how much of a difference it makes, especially with saucer separation. Alright. Available, ready to turn in. And 1 emblem. Woohoo. And Franklin Drake is now in a... Probably recognize him from the Halloween featured episode that I uploaded. What is it? What Lies Beneath? But now he's wearing an actual proper Section 31 getup.